What's happening? I'm here with vocal coach James Lugo. Now, give us your general perception of last night.
All right, so here's a little impromptu go-through of where we're at. Got all the guitars down one line. It's a little messy because I pulled some gear, and actually I just bought corkboard, and my neighbor is going to help me, and we're going to install a corkboard here over the weekend, and then the cables will be here because it is just epic cables in piles. So anyway, there's the guitars. Here's the two cabs, oversized vintage 30s, Mesa vintage 30s, 8 ohms, and a traditional 25 watt greenbacks, 8 ohms. Yeah, just simple setup. I tried the room mic yesterday. I don't know. I didn't like the way it sounded. I may try it again and just lightly. I think I put too much in there. It's tough though, because as you can see, like I'm right here. So even when I close the door, if I'm cranking Marshalls and boogies, it's still loud in here. But anyway, here's the setup. Just volume pedal and gate. And then, the Triman. Right? So if this thing in the music business doesn't really pan out for me, I could start a church with this. We'd start doing worship music. I got dotted eighths. Hey, you want a dotted 8? I got a dotted 8. You want 2 dotted 8s? That's a dotted 16. Or is it a dotted quarter? Anyway, yeah, and there it is. Rev G triple, Cameron Ocean, 77, AC30 with an aux box, deluxe reverb. The headlight is the amp switcher, which has polarity and ground lifts and everything on it. I threw the orange over here. I'm not sure what we're doing there. Here's my amp switcher. Here's my cabinet switcher. There's the back of each one of these cabs, so I just plug in whatever. It's a little crazy. Someday maybe I'll get an amp Pete. But for now, this is more than good enough. Kind of mission control. It's perfect. It's really like the perfect setup for me. Even though it's small, it's perfect. And so if I'm tracking guitars, I usually have a guitar here. If I'm doing everything, then I usually pull the guitar out, and I have the Machina here for making beats and programming. And yeah, this is the Rack of Doom, Burls, Kemper, GML EQ, converters, Apogee, and all that stuff, and Avid, Patch Bay. This is a Allen and Heath board, which this is what I use for summing all the mics in here. And then it just kicks out 2 channels into here. And like my main guitar rig is going through a pair of, so I'm using like 2 amps. The BAE 1073s are going through the greenback cab. And you can switch this, but just it's the normal way it's plugged in. And then the TGs are going through the vintage 30s. Then it comes out through here, 2 channels. One goes to the left side of the GML, and then out to the first distressor, and then the other one goes out the right side of the GML to the second distressor, and then they go straight into the Burl B2. And that sound is pretty, it's pretty crazy. It's really, really, man, it's articulate and heavy and just sounds rich. And that's it. That's the deal, and yeah, there you have it. So I guess, yeah, because really this is like, we're going to install this corkboard in here either Saturday or Sunday, and then I can clean all this crap up. I mean, it's just, we need a revolution here. And then, yeah. But we're going to start recording. Well, I've been recording, but I'm going to start making like my own music and start doing cues and licensing and sync music and start writing and, I don't have a lot of momentum right now because my old Pro Tools rig started crashing kind of like the middle of last year, and then going into November was when we took the plunge and got the new iMac and the new Pro Tools and the new converter and the UAD satellite, the Octo satellite, and the HDX card reader, the chassis, and cables and RAID systems, and you name it, we did it. And we really haven't stopped, because at that point I realized that I just needed to step the whole thing up. And last night I came in for a couple of hours and set the Orange up, which I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I may just profile it and sell it. I don't know. I like the Orange though. It's cool. But that's it. So yeah, so I guess if anybody has any questions, there's my faux baritone. B2B, baby. Yeah. There's the piano where I teach voice all day. And yeah. Guitars are up there. More guitars. Yeah. Jeez. Look at that. Here it goes.